What's really happening in this country? Well, you all know about the Edward Snowden case, I take it, and he is somewhere still, I guess, in limbo in Russia, awaiting whether he will receive asylum somewhere. We have a number of other whistleblowers who've come to light lately. The number of different people who worked for the NSA who went public were threatened with jail time. And of course, we have a number of these younger sort of hacker types. If you go to our website, WhoWhatWhy.org or .com, we're a nonprofit, so it's .org. You can read about a fellow named Barrett Brown who faces up to 100 years in jail for posting some things on the internet that shouldn't even have been illegal. Not enough people know about him and his case. We hope that WhoWhatWhy as a news source is bringing to people's attention things they might not otherwise know about. But to get a sense of the scope of the problem in this country in terms of the secret state, the threats against all of our freedom, our liberty, and our privacy, you need to know how many Americans hold top secret security clearances. Would anybody like to take a guess? Three. Okay. Any other guesses?
1 million.
1.1 million. Anybody else?
3 million.
3 million. We're just kidding. Okay. 2 billion. No. Okay. No, there are not 2 billion people in this country. Okay. So the answer is 1.4 million Americans have top secret clearance. There may be people in this audience who have it. If anybody works in any kind of defense contracting, they call it defense, maybe offense contracting, whatever you want to call it. Anybody who works in any kind of a high-tech business may have it. And the problem is if you have it, you can't talk. And so, can you hear me in the back? Okay. And so what we're dealing with is an entire strata of this country, some of the best educated people are silenced. And they're threatened with jail time if they talk about anything they know. So the whole question of the top secret clearances is what we want to take a look at. These are the kinds of things we should be looking at. What is top secret clearance? What does that mean? And what happens if you have top secret clearance and you discover that elements within your own government are basically betraying the American people? What would you do about it? And these conversations don't take place. And one of the reasons they don't take place is because the only entity that can really regulate any of this is Congress. And only members of Congress who are supposedly given access to any of this are people who are put onto the intelligence committees. And when you join the intelligence committee, guess what they tell you? You can't talk about it. So it's a pretty bad situation. And again, we need to rethink these things. These people have to be able to talk about it. Also, they have to know something about what they're doing. Some of them are pretty clueless. And to make matters worse, their staffs, I don't know if you know this, but this was documented a number of years ago when they created the Senate and House Intelligence Committees. The intelligence agencies immediately said, well, you know, this is complex material and may be hard for you to understand. We could recommend some people to you who you may want to use as your staffers. And you can guess where that went.